Hi everyone, Ohio State Senator Ken Smith here. Welcome to In Case You Missed It State House Edition, 10,000 Witnesses Edition for the week ending November 15th. Well, that didn't take long. In last week's In Case You Missed It while discussing the new Ohio gerrymandered congressional map, I said the scary map is just the beginning of the Republican plans to steal the 2026 elections. Guess what the Republicans did in the Senate last week? They passed legislation that would require votes arriving after Election Day to be destroyed. If this was law for the 2024 elections, almost 10,000 legally cast ballots across Ohio would have been thrown out. 10,000 witnesses to democracy. Why did they do it? Because Trump asked them to do so. Again, as I said last week, Trump is trying to rig the 2026 congressional midterms because he fears losing power. Let me take you through the timeline that led to the latest Ohio attack on democracy. On August 18th, Trump posted a statement that began with, quote, "I'm going to lead a movement to get rid of mail-in ballots." Later in the same post, he said, "We are now the only country in the world that uses mail-in voting. All others gave it up because of massive voter fraud encountered," unquote. Actually, 34 countries use some type of postal voting, which is a number slightly larger than zero. In response to Trump's demands, Ohio Republicans introduced Senate Bill 293, which was fast-tracked and passed out of the Senate in just 3 weeks. Most importantly, Senate Bill 293 does nothing to increase ballot security or prevent fraud while erecting additional barriers to voting. Jen Miller of the League of Women Voters summarized Senate Bill 293 perfectly when she said, quote, "Our concern with Senate Bill 293 would be that many votes would not be counted for something that's outside of the voters' control, which is the speed of the mail," unquote. Let's remember, absentee voting actually makes Election Day run easier because it reduces lines and makes polling places less busy. Absentee voting was actually expanded in Ohio following the 2004 election, where there are Election Day voting lines that lasted over 4 hours. The important thing is when the ballot is cast, which can be proven by the postmark, not when it is received. But GOP senators were more interested in doing what Trump wants rather than making sure legal votes are counted, which is a part of the plan to steal the 2026 midterms. I'm Ohio State Senator Ken Smith, and that's In Case You Missed It State House Edition, 10,000 Witnesses Edition for the week ending November 15th.